Oh God.
Screen was froze.
Yeah. We couldn't get that lucky. Okay. I mean, now you're gonna pick a booger over here or something. I'm not really sure what you got going on.
I thought I had some mac and cheese on my lip. We had a
Mm.
minute Thanksgiving dinner, first one.
Yeah, we're about to have ours. We so we've decided that at home we do Tuesday, which I mean it's supposed to be a miniature version, but Kim don't know how to cook on a miniature scale, so it's not that.
Well, we didn't really cook on a miniature scale. We just kind of sized down the dish.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
only a handful of them.
gotcha. All right, got some people in here. Got Kent Chrisley, first one in here to comment. Um, he's usually one of the first. Blake Melvin here. Um, Teresa Carroll, she's been here. He said Langley put on long pants. It wouldn't be so cold this weekend. I don't put on pants. I'm going out this weekend whatever I do this weekend. I'm not I'm not wearing any long pants for sure. So
I'll wait till more dirt guys get in here before I let y'all know.
yeah, I hear you. Robbie Young said that he had his insulated bibs ready for this weekend. You were going to need those and some hand warmers and some other crap. It was definitely going to be a cold one. We'll talk about that here in a minute, though. Anyways, I guess we'll do the open here. This is episode 85 of the Pit Chatter podcast, presented by Yoder's Custom Meat Processing. And you know what they say, Noah?
Can't beat that meat.
Yep, that's right. Can't beat Yoder's meat. Best there is. Or at least that's what
Unless
all the
it's
women tell me.
Thanksgiving, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have turkeys.
Yeah, well,
Then
he is a turkey, but you know.
he's a gobbler, that's for sure.
Oh Lord. All right. Did you watch Florence this past weekend?
Hell no.
Oh my God, man. Oh, I forgot it wasn't
You
on
know I
Flow.
did. I was over here texting you. I was mad
Jesus.
as hell.
Oh my God, man. Listen, I got to tell you before I even start talking about anything that happened in the race, their broadcast was great. Last year. So I went back before the show because I couldn't remember what we did for Thanksgiving last year, this draft or whatever that we'll get into. I couldn't remember how it went, exactly what we did and all that. So I went back and listened today. And the main thing I got out of that was Flo was garbage last year and you were taking up for him. That's the main thing I got out of that. And I'm just here to tell you, Ultra Broadcasting, which is owned by Michael Diaz and Steve Zacharias, was on point. Every time I've watched them, they've been one of the best broadcasts that I've seen of short track racing, and this was no exception.
I'm sure it was a great broadcast. I'm not
It
saying.
was. It was.
I'm just, you know how I feel. I'm pissed about. You gotta, if you're a
No.
true race short track fan, you gotta subscribe to 53 different broadcasting things to watch all the
Yeah.
race. I
Yeah.
just,
Oh, God knows you got to spend $1. I mean,
look, my idea was great. I'm not gonna say it out loud, even though
no.
definitely
Go ahead. Go
a
ahead.
hundred
Tell
other
us
people
your
have thought,
idea.
no, it's proprietary because I'm gonna start it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and tell us. You're not starting shit. Just go ahead.
It's proprietary. It's my intellectual property. All right,
Lord,
here's what we're gonna
you've
do.
already shared it with me on text, so it's not hidden. I mean,
We're gonna
the
start.
government's watching that for sure.
We're gonna start a business,
Yeah.
a broadcasting company.
Yeah.
Now the track will go anywhere. It's not like we're gonna have to work out some stupid deals. We got to negotiate, go back and forth. The track says, "Come on, we're coming on." You do pay-per-view racing.
Hmm.
None of this subscription bull crap. Pay-per-view. You pay however much the track wants to charge for that pay-per-view. You split the money with them, and you roll on and go your separate ways.
Well, what happens when you do three or four of those in a row and you don't get enough and you done gave them their half, but you didn't make up enough half to cover all your expenses? What happens at that point?
Are you saying from the track's perspective or the?
Oh, from your perspective, I'm not even talking about the track. That's a whole nother
Well, why don't we
conversation.
do reverse psychology here instead of the media having to pay them? Y'all got to pay us.
Pay. Hold on. So the racetrack. So the racetrack's going to pay the streaming company to do the stream. so that fans won't come and sit in the stands and won't give them money.
But see, that's
Makes
what
a whole hell of a lot of sense.
you split the pay per views. So it's up to you as the track to promote the shit.
Sounds like a horrible
If
idea.
you do a horrific job promoting, you're going to do a horrific job finance wise.
Yeah. Although I will tell you, it's funny that I say it's a horrible idea because I offered basically the same thing to Pit Row TV for the 10K race that we had. He wanted to come and do it. We just couldn't get it to work out. Um, but I was like, well, what would it cost me to just give it away? I just wanted to give it away. I just wanted to put it on Facebook for free. And he gave me some crazy ass $7,000 or something. So, we said to hell with that. So, or I did. I didn't talk to Bo about that at all. So,
That's what obviously I do not have the means, the money, the people to do any of that. But if I was, president of all the short track and dirt racing, that's what I would do. I would start
yeah,
one single company, 50-50 split, pay per view only. I think it'd be more beneficial for the track, for the fans. You don't have to pay these crazy subscriptions for a bunch of races you don't even want to watch. If I want to watch Florence, if I want to watch the 10K, if I want to watch Martinsville, that's all I got to watch. That's all I got to pay for.
yeah. I mean, I hear you, but here's the thing. So, this past week, I believe this is correct. You could, if you subscribe to Ultra, even if you canceled your subscription within that month, you know what I mean, you would get the 400 there, or which I don't know why it's 400 when it's 250 laps, but that's a whole nother question. At Florence, and then you get Thanksgiving Classic at Southern National, and then you get Carteret's 10,000 to win limited race, all within that month for $25. Under your plan, it'd probably be 20 or $25 for each one of those.
Yeah,
I
but you're
just,
you're related to just 1 month though. What happens in March when there ain't much going on? March is probably not a good example,
well, you
but
can cancel your subscription at any time.
stupid, inefficient is what it is. It's inefficient. I'll tell you what really rubbed me the wrong way, and I've been having this thought ever since. I was hanging out with Jordan. They were doing some kind of arts and crafts, whatever the hell she be doing. So I wanted to watch flow. The only thing on was some like track in Mississippi, and it
Hmm.
was the most horrendous racing I've ever seen, and the single most annoying commentator. And he used the same. Mm, he used the same voice arc every time he said something. They're going around the outside. They're passing the finish line. And I was like, dude, shut this guy up. And I was like, this is what I'm paying for right here.
You do a lot of complaining. You
Now,
know that.
Flow starting to be worth it because I just recently remembered I can go watch the Rail Dog games on Flow also. It's all one
I
subscription.
never look at anything else other than the racing, so I don't even know what else is on there.
They had some like Miss Florida beauty pageant on Flow the other day. I was blown
Yeah,
away. They got
and you
everything.
were and you were watching that.
No, I was watching the Rail Dog. Go Dogs.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyways, we got a little off topic there with your rant.
That was right on.
Um, Caden Quapple, I believe that's which one. Caden Carson, yeah, Caden picked up the win this past weekend at Florence. I'll be honest with you, it took me a minute to remember who won because I don't really remember a whole lot about the race. I know they had some scoring issues in qualifying, maybe again in the race. Um, like I said, broadcast was great. That the most standout thing I saw from the race, Mason Diaz, started toward the back qualifying. I think he qualified 27th. I think he said, or something like that. And he drove up into the top 10, and then him and Laney Bice got together late, which you know ruined both of their days.
From broadcasting conspiracy. They said
Lord Jesus.
we'll stream your race, but old boy's gotta you gotta let him finish good.
Well, it didn't work out. So
Well, they didn't plan on somebody wrecking them, but
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Um, Outside of Florence, of course, the before, we talked a little bit about cold temps. Of course, right before this, went live, we canceled the race this weekend for air at Bull Ring, the Dirty Turkey Derby. Unfortunately, was going to be a frigid one, and well, that ain't for me, and that ain't for everybody else either. So
It's all right. We know dirt guys are a bunch of kitty cats.
Well,
Which
listen, they want to race. I mean, most of those guys. I mean, most of them understand, but I mean, they want to race. But you know,
asphalt they would have raced, they wouldn't have complained.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. You got a
All
bunch of
seven.
drag races canceled this weekend. Do some dirt races canceled this weekend. But you're right. Southern National is still on schedule for this weekend. So
See, I even
you
made
know,
a joke about asphalt. You wouldn't even listen.
yeah, I didn't hear what you
I
said.
said all seven cars, they wouldn't complain.
I mean, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that for sure. Um, I hate that though. I hate that the race at Ararats, um, not going to happen this weekend. I had a feeling last week that we were going to be in trouble, but man, Sunday's forecast. So when I looked at it Sunday, I done talked to Bo about it. I was like, we might have to cancel, blah blah blah. And then, I said, well, let me look at it Sunday. Well, Sunday, man, looked like we were going to get to a high 46, which I know sounds insane that's good. But we were going to get to a high 46 on Friday and like 49 or 50 on Saturday. And, the overnight lows had kind of picked up just a little bit, maybe 29 ish. You know what I mean? Well, that all deteriorated yesterday. And I thought maybe we'll give it another day, see what happens. Well, it didn't help, you know.
The weather, it's weird down there.
Listen, the weather at Ararat is extremely weird. I was talking to somebody a minute ago about canceling the race, and they were like, "Did you have many cancellations this year?" And I was like, "No." I said, "I miscalled one um, early in the year, um, based on what I thought was going to happen, and um, it didn't. And then I canceled another one because the rain came in right as we were getting ready to open the gates, which I didn't think we could recover from the way our, time crunch is. And then, we had the one for the water truck. But other than that, like we hadn't had any cancellations. This is only the fourth cancellation all year. And, especially this year, a lot of racetracks got canceled a lot of times. So the weather there's a little wonky to start with.
I don't think Franklin. I think we canceled once. It might have been more than that. I think that's all we had. It was a lucky year down there this year.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Cameron Ruggles said, "How dare you not put ice down and race this?" That's probably what it would have been too. We would put water down. It was probably going to be nasty. And could we have overcome it? Maybe. But I mean, at the end of the day, business decisions have to be made, and it's not my money, but I treat it as if it is. And we were definitely not not doing anything stupid there. So. Yet your number one fan here, Barry Wilson. He said it's the Bobsey twins.
You know,
So,
I was thinking about the other day. Is this the guy? And I might have brought this up last time. I don't even remember. Is that the guy you brought to the Smart Bond night the one time?
oh yeah, yeah.
Dick,
He's the one that helped get rid of your whatever the hell it was.
the control arm.
Yeah, control arm, your lengthened control arm. Lauren Yoder
Real out lasting.
chiming in. Great hunting weather. It is great hunting weather for sure, for sure.
Nothing's better than shooting innocent animals with high-powered rifles.
Oh god. Barry Wilson says Noah looks like a drunk
He's
ninja.
just typing so he can see his own name.
Yeah. Nate Monteith chiming in said meteorologist Austin. Usually I get them right. I got a couple questionable ones this year. A couple I probably shouldn't have done, with last year too. So Roger Meredith, what local race scene since you canceled? Well, racing rolls on, buddy. Um, doesn't make any difference if you cancel one or two or 42. You know what I mean? Um, and yes, we have canceled. So not 100% sure what your point there was, but I love when we get these people in here to just say the most off the wall dumbass stuff. They're my favorite people. They really are. They really are. Oh
Why does
god.
it get you so much?
I just love it. Because I look forward to it. It
People
it
can
is the
shit talk you and it don't bother you. Somebody says something like that, and you get like all flustered.
well just when it, like it's like a
You
friend
know,
of
son
mine.
of a bitch.
A friend of mine messaged me and said, "Well, why did y'all really cancel? Do you have weather apps on your phone?
It's
I
a big
mean, is
conspiracy.
this hard? Is this hard to figure out? Like, yeah, the great conspiracy is that the damn I don't know. I was going to make up some crazy shit, but I can't even do it. I can't even do it. But it's funny to me when people are stupid. I lose my shit when people are stupid. Anyways, speaking of stupid, um, and this is good, good timing. Nate Monteith's got here. He said, "What do you think of the purse structure going to be?" I mean, I haven't seen any purse, so if you've seen that, I'd like to see that. But that was what I was going to bring up next. Did you see the announcement today, Noah, about that IHRA stock car series that's going to Motor Mile or Pulaski County Motorsports Park twice next year?
I did see that. That's kind of weird.
Um, yeah, I mean that one. Somebody had told me about some series. I don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I didn't think anything of it, and I don't know. I mean, just you got some wonky rules, and put out this thing about a $2 million purse. Well, that number's cool and all, but when you got, I don't know how many ever races they got, 10, 12, whatever it is, 8, I don't know. And then you're dividing it into two series, and you got every position paid, and then you got your point standings. $2 million probably ain't going very far.
How long before they try to go to big tracks? Since NASCAR is about to collapse.
Well, Memphis is on that list, so I mean they're kind of already heading in that direction. Nate says it's $2 million for 8 races. So divide that by two. That's $1 million over 8 races for each series there. Um, Not including what you got to take out of there for the points fund. And I'm sure it's a lot of money, but man, we've gotten to the point with late model stocks and pro late models. They cost so damn much. I just I don't think there's any money amount that matters. You know what I mean? So Corey Latham chiming in, he said affordable. Never is that when they say it up front. No, yeah, usually not. Affordable is not a word that can go with the rules that they put out. I know it is more affordable than maybe the car store or something of that nature, but I don't know. That whole deal didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And seeing Motor Mile on there twice, nothing against Motor Mile, but that place has been a forever money loser for everybody that's ever went there. Jack McNelly, lost a bunch of money when he went there with the car store several years ago. Um, that doesn't seem like a place that I would want to open my series. Um, I don't, I don't know.
They're gonna try to do some kind of dual thing with the drag strip.
Well, I assume so. I assume that's part of the deal because I believe most of the racetracks that they were going to, you know, have some sort of crossover there. I would assume that's Memphis's deal. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what exists out there. I thought Memphis was gone, to be honest with you. And I've seen comments about how they took the safer barriers down and they're at Stafford or somewhere up north now. And I don't know. The whole deal doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And this whole IHRA thing, they've been buying up all these racetracks, and they had that announcement last year where they were buying up 3 or 4 racetracks, and then all those racetracks came out and said, no, they're not. They're not buying this. We don't know what they're talking about. It's been a weird deal. I guess there's some billionaire guy. I haven't done any research on it, so I speak with no expertise whatsoever when it comes to this. But the whole deal just seems really weird.
I just don't. Yeah, what's in it for them? Obviously, the IHRA probably do pretty good, but it's like, what? Why all of a sudden you want to just dip your toe into late model stuff?
You tell me, and we'll both know. I don't have any clue.
It's because NASCAR's collapsing. They're trying to get in on it.
Well, I mean, there's a conversation to be had there about NASCAR. You
Stupid
know,
rednecks.
yeah. Nate Monteith chiming in. He said, "I mean, these guys are charging $25,000 a race for rental rides. Is mind blowing." And then people lined up to pay it. Yeah, guy told me that they had, that one of the teams that is without a driver for next year has 10 people lined up ready to pay like $28,000 a race or some stupidity. That to me is insane.
I'm pretty sure I know somebody that got offered a ARCA ride for less than that.
Well, let's just be clear though. The team I'm speaking of is one of the top tier teams, not one of the back markers with ARCA brakes. So,
But
um,
still,
yeah.
I'd
No,
rather
I mean I'm with you.
ARCA.
None of that the whole scenario of asphalt late model racing right now, none of it makes any sense, and I don't see anybody getting anywhere where any of it does make sense. So,
It's in a weird position.
John Coe said, so is there any more races at Ararat in 2025, or are you guys done till next season? We are done until 2026. And I don't know how early we will be starting in 2026. I mean, it depends on the weather, and it depends on whether we're ready to gamble again on the weather. Like, we've talked about Bo and I've talked about doing a race, I believe January 3rd. I believe that's the Saturday. Uh, yeah, January 3rd. So, a uh, whatever hangover race. I think it'd be great. But what are we going to get weather wise? I don't know.
Race.
Yeah,
It's not fun when
Nate.
you're.
Yeah, Dave Monteith said that's not an apples to apples comparison, the one you were making about the ARCA. So, and I agree. I agree. Barry Wilson says Lucas, not assuming means Lucas Oil to Oak Level. No, that is not happening. We will have super late models at both Oak Level and Ararat in 2026. We'll announce that soon. Um, so Kevin Litton says Langley get Bo to fund your stock 4 touring series. We're still waiting on Noah to bring that one out. So
That first off, your stock 4 series ended the day you signed with Ararat.
yeah, let's just be clear. So let's talk about stock 4 for a second. Stock 4s, as they were once and actually stock or somewhat close to it, ended about the time the Hinchies started running up front in their Cavalier.
No, it ended after that.
I mean, it was actually before that. Wes Givens and Chris Meeks probably started that path. But it got ramped up about that time and really got out of control. So, and I'm not patting myself on the back when I say this, but when I was teching, it was a whole lot tighter. And when I had rules to keep it tighter, it was a whole lot tighter. Rules that people don't like, but you know, and I listened to the racers and did away with that. And it went downhill from there. We had a really good 2024, and well, they got more out of hand on asphalt this year because there was no tag. And then we changed our rules, and they got even further out of hand as far as being stock. You know what I mean? So
What are you
I
talking
mean,
about? Wes promised you can run a 17 flat at Franklin County in a completely stock Cavalier. I believe him personally.
I mean, listen, Donald Clay turned like a 1542 or something.
Oh
So,
my
I
God.
mean, I'm just saying, and that was with a push ride. So,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Don't even get me going on that.
uh,
Please
yeah.
bring that comment up. Please.
If Robbie Young, he said it was all stock appearing in the stock 4. Should have kept the stock 6. I love the
The
stock 6
stock
stuff.
6 stopped showing up because y'all's ass was scared of Mr. Givens. So that's first off.
There's some facts in that. There are some facts in that. Emily Coe and Kevin Litton with the same idea here. New Year's Day, first race of the year. I mean, if and we could get a 60, 70 degree day. You just never know, or a good 55 degree day. But you know, I doubt it. Chris Amos said, "Ain't nothing stock about a stock 4." You're 100% right on that. 100% right on that. Crazy enough, the stock 4 rules that we used at Ararat this year are probably closer to outlaw rules at Franklin County. So, and then here comes this dipshit. Wesley Given 17.0 completely stock minus the computer and LSD transmission.
That was a good computer, wasn't it?
It was a good transmission too, apparently. Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't think either one of those is happening. You know what I mean? I just don't think that's happening. So I don't think there was ever an LSD transmission. One, two, computer made a difference, but
Mr. Flip Flop.
you
Here we
know,
go again.
well, I mean, I've told you since that day that I didn't believe that.
Yeah,
So
I know. You believe people you talk to. Do you believe Donald turned to 16.2 with a push rod?
I told you it was a 15.4. He got it
Oh,
wrong. Okay.
sorry.
Yeah. Wes Given said, I'm not sure where I got the computer. I'm pretty sure he got that from the old Hinchee
A
Motorsports.
very reputable. Yeah, no,
So,
Josh pissed me off with that. Here we are trying to save stock forward. He was like, "Here you go."
Kevin Litton said, before you know it, call it outlaw in the stock cars. Well, there ain't no stock cars. There are none. I mean, they don't exist. I mean, there's a couple people running around in the back that think they're stock, but most of them are not.
I think you
So,
run some outlaws. Let them have fun.
I mean,
Wait, you
listen,
keep them in check. All four tires got to be the same all the way around.
but see, I'm gonna tell you the thing that I figured out when it comes to that is that is more detrimental to those guys who don't have any money than it is beneficial to the guys who do have money. Because them guys that don't have any money, well, they probably got a tire laying
Well,
around
if
they can
you
pick
don't
up
have
somewhere.
money, you probably shouldn't be making the step up into outlaw.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but you know, whoop. Gary Smith said, "Make your rules and stick to them. Take every race." Well, I did that for a while, you know, and the racers didn't like that very much, and we went away from that, and we probably shouldn't have, but it is what it is. I mean, we found old Hinchie's extended control arm.
Which was legal at the time.
Oh, it definitely was not legal. It was a gray area, but it was not legal.
If it
It
ain't
was never illegal.
specifically stated in the rule,
Well, no, there was a rule that said if it's not specifically stated in here, it's not legal. So,
it was legal. Y'all checked it.
yeah.
Barry looked right at it and said, "You're good to go."
Well, and then he told me afterwards, I don't know about that. I can't remember. I think that was his words. I don't know about that control arm on there. So,
I tried to warn you not to take it away. You took it away, and what happened? West won every damn race after that.
well, listen. I mean, that was, you know, that was your stupidity for making something that obvious and letting other people see it before Barry saw it.
I'm
Because,
not the one to let people see it, and I'm
well,
also not the ass that you think you can trust somebody with something.
you can't
They
trust
in
nobody.
turn go into right in the middle of the track on race day in front of everybody and are sawing on a control arm.
Well, I mean, he did that
Appreciate that
intentionally.
one.
He did that intentionally. I mean, he was making a point.
Yeah, no kidding.
He told me that he was making a point. So I mean, I was like, whatever. Kevin Litton said, "Bring pure four rules from Kingsport or the old Motor Mile rule book." Dude, we've got a great rule book at Ararat that allows you to do some things and allows you to stay in somewhat in a box. Yes, the bodies probably further out of hand than I would like them, but that's just part of it.
Well, here's
So,
the question because I
and
know
a
you're
stock
not
body can
gonna
win.
do that.
But
Are we ever gonna get a what is it called for say young lions,
young guns,
young guns? Are we ever gonna get one of them?
maybe. Maybe I've thought about it, but here's the problem. So at Ararat No Club specifically, the problem is that we got too many damn classes already, and we got too short of a night to make it work, and we can't start any sooner than we are, and we can't run any later than we are. So it just kind of is what it is. Yeah, Gary, we know who you are. I could tell
What
by the
up,
by
Paul?
the profile picture. um, but you know, I don't know, man. I like where we're at with what'll be the Hornets now going
As long
forward. Stock fours run their last race.
I have no problem with it as long as it stays right where it's at. I just don't want it. I don't want it to get too expensive for the little guy to come out and be competitive.
Yeah.
Everybody's, oh well, you can race. Yeah, sure, you can race.
Well,
With
I'm
the
gonna
money
guess.
I got, I can go race a super late model if I want to, but I'm gonna be in the back.
I'm gonna ask you a question though. Could the and I'm all for the little guy. Okay, I mean I am. I've tried my damnedest to make the little guy, the poorer racer, the
The one
better.
to
But
keep the gates open.
were
Those
were they ever were they ever really able to be competitive?
somewhat, yeah.
When name a time, name a driver.
Name a driver. You want me to name specific people?
Yeah, sure.
You put me on the spot. Now my brain's gonna hurt.
It's because they ain't none.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
why
just
your brain
at the
hurts.
a few years ago, which I know you're going. A few years ago is different, but I mean that's honestly what it should get back to. You were able to kind of take a pretty much bone stock car, and you might not be winning all the time, but you're going to be in the mix. You're going to be towards the front. for
Na-
a reasonable price.
name me a driver.
Us.
I don't think y'all fell into that category once y'all went to a Cavalier.
My Cavalier,
Y'all
the
were not in the mix with the Ford, except for And I told you to do it. I told you to cheat the damn thing up, and y'all did, and y'all got more competitive.
my
100%.
Cavalier, I think we had a grand total of like $1,200 into that thing. And whether anybody wants to believe it or not, the control arm was the only. Sure, there was little stuff going on. There always is. The control arm was the only major thing, which was legal and free upgrade. It was a free upgrade, and I was extremely.
Only free to the people who knew how to fab. So that's a whole nother conversation. So if you don't have somebody that can fabricate for you, then it costs you money. So then it's not a free upgrade. So just saying.
I wouldn't even call that fabrication.
Um, well, what the hell is it?
Cutting something in half and welding it back together. I don't think
Hey,
what
that's called.
Austin did to his body, before this last race, that's fabrication.
Well, one's more that, but yes, that's fabrication, 100%.
I get
So,
it technically, sure. It's the
but
technical thing.
but listen to me. There was never a time when the guy you want to be competitive was ever really competitive. It just wasn't. There wasn't a time in history in any division, anywhere on any planet, anywhere. But I get your point, and I do, and you got to keep it somewhat. You know, I do. I get it. Emily Coe said, "Make a kids class like with." I'll just be honest with you. There's probably going to be two or three of them. You know, I just don't foresee that working out for us. And John Coe does not qualify for the kids class. So, just saying.
Yeah, whatever.
Uh, yeah. Robert Austin said all the way back to '07 when I was racing, you had to spend a lot of money to run up front. I mean, yeah, you did. Um,
You have to spend more money. You're not going to be able to, erasing altogether is not. I mean, that's
Listen, Jason Southern, I appreciate your comment. He said Langley single-handedly making local dirt track racing great again. I appreciate your comment.
quit glazing, man.
It probably ain't shared by many people tonight after I had to cancel for this weekend. So,
Quit glazing.
it just is what it is. But appreciate your comment. I don't, I don't know what I did, but I got lucky. So whatever happened, so it wasn't my skill. I can tell you that. Um, Robbie Young said, "I guess if you ran Oak Level on Saturdays, you could start at 12 and run all day." Well, no, we would not do that. I mean, there's a window in which you need to race, and that just doesn't work. So,
Sun up to sundown. There's your window.
oh man. Yeah, Robbie Young said the only ones ain't cheating is from fourth on back, and that's in any class, and I mean any class. Well, listen, you have been fourth on back in the enduros at Ararat, so you must not be cheating no more. That's all I can
Look,
tell
I'll
you.
tell you, my first year that escort was cheated all to hell. That thing was
Yeah,
still a turd. I mean, God.
yeah. What Wesley Gibbons said that he has $4,000 in his new car and he did all the work himself. Well,
See, but that's not
Wes,
a cheap car because how many thousands of dollars worth of work did you do yourself
you're
that to
man.
make it a four
You're
thousand?
gonna make the same point about fabrication that I made. I appreciate that. No, I appreciate you getting to that
But that's
point. Okay.
also that's what I'm saying. We need a newer, like a new people class. It's not just about the money; it's about the knowledge too. I told Wes that 14 times. You're too smart for stock four. Get out.
Yeah. The problem is you just don't have enough cars today to make any of that work. Like doing the rookie division, like what the one season that we tried to do it the whole season, boy, that was a disaster. You know what I mean? There's only a couple people in it each race. It was terrible. Now, when we did it and we started like halfway through the season, it seemed to work really good because I think all those people were frustrated, by that time that they weren't running up front and they got a little love. So
Hell, that one rookie race I was in, we had like 22 cars.
yeah. Well, yeah, we had a lot at times, but now that was started in the middle of the season too.
Yeah, it was.
Chris Amos said up until 2022, I did. Hell, I was a top dog running junk on less than the street. But Chris, you and your dad can do things that these other people can't do. That's my point. There's never going to be a day when you can take a guy who really doesn't know how to fabricate, he doesn't know how to do the stuff on his car, and him be a low budget racer and him be successful. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't happen. So Robert Austin, he's over here getting delusional again. He's talking about his Ford Escort GT was cheated up and very fast, and I don't know about all that. He tells these stories about all these races he won, and I don't.
Go
I,
get
I
it.
ain't I ain't never I ain't never seen that be the case.
I
Um,
got evidence right on the wall right here.
well, at one time we were giving those out like they were candy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I
So
was winning like it was taking baby candy from my baby.
yeah, yeah.
Take
Uh,
baby.
J- James Sweeney in here. He said, "Tell him Langley we're going side by side racing in 2026." Listen, that is on my. I tried to do it in Franklin County
Yeah,
one
I was
time, and
going to say, tell them the story.
I had two guys come and practice, and boy, they were scared to death of it afterwards. But I think at Ararat, maybe Oak Level too, but at Ararat specifically, I think it would work really good. And we may do that. I wanted to do a test run all year, and we just never got to. My best laid plans in 2026 didn't quite work out the way that I thought they were going to for
Motocross.
that and the night of destruction and such. So hopefully we'll have a little better feel for 2020 2026 here. So all right, what else? Hey, don't forget we got the test at Oak Level next week. You coming, Noah, to the test next Saturday? Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, December 6th. You coming down?
I don't know, we might be there. I had to talk to Josh.
I
I'm gonna
mean, listen, you
say
might as well come.
60% no.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about right. That's your standard is about 80% no to every race.
Well, we have to see if Jaden is schedule's clear first.
Listen, he may be on here watching, so maybe ask Jaden if he's got his schedule
Yeah,
clear,
we
and
got to make sure
you know,
his schedule's clear.
I mean it's a busy guy. I mean you gotta understand he's got a lot of stuff going on. He ain't got time
Got
for
a
this
lot of
racing crap.
connections. He's
So
constantly hustling.
yeah, Gary Smith said what time? I don't know what time the test is, like 12 to 5 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see if I can pull it up over here while we're on here. Um, let's see, Oak Level. Yeah, 12 to 5 open practice. And you want to watch, bring an unwrapped toy. Um, and then if you want to race, I mean practice. You want to bring a couple of unwrapped toys and $50, which that I believe all that money is going toward buying more toys. So um, that's the plan, anyways. So
Tits for tots.
Wesley Gibbons said, "Tell Noah I'll bring the Eclipse for him to wreck.
I hope you
Well, if he
do.
drives it, he's going to wreck."
I hate that car so much because I have such a history with the previous driver of that car. I would gladly take that thing and run it right into the wall head on, so I never have to see it again.
Derek Radford, any racing going to happen in December, January? Not at Oak Level for sure. Oak Level will not start before March 21st. Ararat, who knows? Who knows what we'll try to do? And it depends on the weather. You know what I mean? Depends on what this weather pattern does and how it looks. And, I got some apps that I can look way ahead at what their projection is. And, we'll see. I will tell you, funny enough, that way ahead, I looked about, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks ago at this weekend. And it told me it was going to snow, so it was off. But I mean, it wasn't off by much. It just had the temps.
Come
So
on, I need to see a late model ripping in the snow.
yeah, well, I don't think it's going to happen. But Kevin said you might get skinny though. Hey,
I
another hit
haven't
on the
thought about that
wall.
till now.
I
It might
mean,
have the opposite effect.
it. Bam! You got that. You got it. You got it.
Maybe I have to go do that.
All right. Well, listen. Last year we did the Thanksgiving Day draft, where we, sat down and drafted our meals for um, Thanksgiving Day dinner. Um, you sucked at it last year, by the way.
I did good. I thought it was great. I can't help it that all these other losers.
We let everybody vote on it. You lost, and I guess we're going to do that again today. Listen, I had to make me a list so I'd have something to know. But last year I was kind of off the cuff. I had like two or three things wrote down. This year I got me a
You
whole
prepared?
list. Oh, I prepared,
That's
buddy.
not
Yes,
fair.
sir. And listen, let's lay out the rules here a little better than we laid them out last year. Okay. Last year we just didn't have any rules and didn't know what we're doing. This year it has to be specific items. Okay. So like where you took all the drinks, well, that's not happening this year. You
That
can
was only
take
reaction to not having any meat.
well, listen, this is Yoder's custom meat processing show, so going without meat's not a great idea, and that's why you lost. Is because you didn't have any meat. So just saying. But yeah, specific items, and I guess since you took the L, you get to pick first.
Let me know when I'm on the
Hold on.
clock.
Listen, whatever you do, don't take any meat because I want you to lose again. Okay.
Hold on. I'm prepared this time.
Oh yeah, oh, you did, huh?
No, I got it. Are you ready? The pick is in
That was good stuff.
with the
That
first
was good
pick
stuff.
in the 2025 Thanksgiving Day draft. Hinchee Motorsports select main course from the University of Pilgrims. I'm taking the turkey.
All right. Well, easy enough. I'm gonna take the ham then. So I'm not gonna be as dramatic about it as you. I'm just taking ham.
You have to fill out the card. How do we know you
Nah.
picked it?
Yeah, it's over here.
Are you writing them down?
No, I'm not writing them down.
Then how
Why
are
do I
you going
gotta
to know?
write them down?
You got to post it so they can vote.
Oh my God. Ain't nobody wants to vote. We're gonna vote in the comments here today. Okay. So
That's not
we ain't
fair.
even gotta worry about that. But I will write them down. Okay. I will write them down. So
That's not fair. You got to post an actual poll.
no, no.
See, you're trying to cheat.
No, I'm not.
You got a
I'm
bunch
giving
of
people are
blazers
right
in the
here
comments.
live, and I don't have anybody on here. Okay. Well, my wife might be on here. I'm not 100%
You
sure.
got your 8 burner accounts ready.
I don't have any burner accounts. That's one thing I've never done is burner accounts. I need to. I need to look into that. All right. Your second pick.
Mac and cheese.
I knew
Taking.
you were going there.
Oh, yeah, it's my favorite dish.
I'll take mashed potatoes.
All right, then I'm going green beans.
Mm. See, I don't even care about those. Um,
See, I'm picking for me. I don't care about the masses.
yeah, I'll take dressing, stuffing, whatever you want to call it.
That wasn't specific. That pick does not count. I will
Yes,
take.
it does. It's whatever it's called, stuffing. So
Okay, you're taking stuffing. Then I'm taking. Does bread count, or is that not specific enough?
no, you need to be specific on
Hawaiian
what
roll.
rolls you want to take. Hawaiian rolls.
Everybody loves the Hawaiian
I
roll.
mean, you're doing great this year. You're doing much better. You're much better at this year since you were a
Don't worry,
loser
I'm out of
last year.
ideas, so this is where it falls off quickly.
Listen, I'll take gravy at this point.
Shit! Now we got dry turkey. I feel like the gravy should come with it next year. Just
Nope.
saying.
No, it should come with the mashed potatoes, but whatever. I got those. So
Let's see here. Ooh, for all my alcoholic friends, I'm taking beer.
mm. I mean that's a good pick.
Everybody loves a good beer at Thanksgiving.
Listen, deviled eggs, baby. I'll take those.
Jesus Christ, I'm about to lose it. I should have wrote.
Yep. All right. Next pick. That's 5 picks there, so we'll go to 10. Okay.
I'll trade you my 5th for an 8th and a 9th.
No.
Hold on now. I'm about to go back. Hold on. I
All
need
right,
to.
come on, give us something. You don't
I
have nothing.
saw.
Oh my God,
When
man.
I was in the 4th grade, um,
When you were in the fourth grade, you still didn't
pumpkin
know what the hell
pie.
you were doing. Pumpkin pie. All right. God. Cheesecake.
I do love a good cheesecake.
Yeah, I'm about to have one here in just a few. So
Baked beans.
Dakota Fisher said Noah needs to phone a friend.
All right. Well, after he says his name, say one because I am out of ideas.
I'll tell you what, give me. Oh man, you say baked beans right there?
Yeah, baked beans. Bush is best, baby.
Yeah. Um, give me macaroni salad.
Chili. Who the hell eats chili at Thanksgiving?
I,
Is that a
I,
normal thing?
that must be some Richmond stuff there, buddy. That's all I can tell you. All right,
Richmond.
what else you got?
What are you gonna do with them? I'm
All right, what
helping
do you
my
got?
other redneck friends. I'm going sweet tea.
Sweet. That's a good pick.
Oh, I'm winning this year. Yours is ass.
Um, all right, let's see. Cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah.
Corn pudding. What's wrong with
What
people?
in the world, man?
Oh, potato salad. Taking that when I phoned a friend.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I love good potato salad. Amish style.
Yeah. Um. Gosh, give me. I guess soda. All of them.
I feel like that wasn't specific enough.
That is specific. All right. What do you got?
We got 2 votes for sweet potato casserole, so I'm going with the people. I'm going with the masses. That sounds gross, honestly, but
It is gross.
ugh. There's 3 votes.
Um. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Wes said you've already lost. So I mean,
Hey,
you know,
on
and
the
dude,
real
the
talk,
last few races, this guy knows about losing. So you know.
real talk. The turkey Daryl be making is she pretty juicy?
Yeah. Well, it ain't juicy enough. Um. God, I'll tell you what. Um.
I'm
Give me
tired
hot
of these sheets.
chocolate.
I'm sitting
Hot
on my
chocolate.
bed. I keep sliding down the bed. Jordan
All
had to get
right.
a damn silk sheet.
I don't. I'm just glad she let you out of the closet for this week. So
What are we on the last round?
I don't know. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Nope, we're done. We're
Oh,
done. That's 10. So we're done. All right. So I'll read it back, and then y'all can vote. What the who?
pizza rolls for the kids. You make them kids eat that dry ass
You
turkey.
damn
It's
right.
tradition.
You damn right. All right. Listen. So here's the list. Noah has turkey, mac and cheese, green
Dog.
beans, Hawaiian rolls, beer, pumpkin pie, baked beans, sweet tea, potato salad, sweet potato casserole. And then I've got ham, mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy, deviled eggs, cheesecake, macaroni salad, cookies, soda, and hot chocolate. So
Dude, banana pudding. That was the goat.
that was a good one. That would have been a
That
great
was
one.
the goat of all picks.
They're too late, too late to the party here, but we'll put you up on screen. But too late to the party. And Ashley Young, what is wrong with
Wes
you?
is over here texting me too late answers.
Ashley Young said, "Who eats macaroni salad at Thanksgiving? Who doesn't?
I was
Macaroni.
going to
If
say
you got
my family
listen,
had
my
macaroni.
my sister makes the best macaroni salad you've ever had in your life, and your future mother-in-law makes some of the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had in my life. So
All the cranberry sauce. We got that.
yeah, we did
I don't know
forget
who
that.
actually eats that. I've never
That would have
seen.
been good for some votes. All right, you guys vote. We're live. Y'all vote. Y'all tell us who won. Y'all just list their names.
And while
Whatever.
y'all are voting, I want
Be
y'all to
sure to vote for me, not Noah.
please. This is important service
This
announcement.
is going to be ignorant.
If you're thinking about you're making a dish for your family Thanksgiving on Thursday, and you're thinking, I want to spice it up. I want to change it up. Let's change this and great. Don't cook it just the way it is. Don't start trying shit on Thanksgiving, please. For
Well,
the
you
love
got
of God.
one vote.
They can't even remember what I got.
Well, they can remember.
I want an official poll posted after the podcast. That's the only election I'll go full Trump in 2020. All right,
No, you're not.
he stole the election.
So, so far, you're got the only vote here, so you may win. And well, no, Emily Coe coming in. She's got you. Man, they're voting for you because they feel sorry for you for losing last year. Kevin, Kevin Linton voting for you. Oh my God.
That's a good vote.
Uh, Ronnie Gibson's got my back here. He gave me a 9, gave you an 8. So
He's mad because we didn't pick corn pudding or whatever the hell that is. How do you make
Timmy
pudding out of corn?
Timmy Hilton riding with me. Daniel Henning, which I assume is, I don't know, Danny
Mm,
Henning,
looks like
riding with
I
me.
vote you.
Dakota doesn't want to say that she's voting for me, so she said that we need an anonymous poll.
Look,
So
you're doing about as good
just
in
saying.
this election as Whitey did in the mayor election. You get blown out.
uh, Adam Lawrence, he must be still mad at me because he thought I yelled at him, the last race. So he's voting for you.
You probably
Um,
did.
Ashley and Robbie Young going to vote for you. Man, this is terrible. Gosh, Nate
Blown
Young
out.
voting.
See, you
God,
know what I
man,
got them with? I got them with
terrible.
beer and the sweet tea. That's what got them.
Oh man, that sounds like it was the sweet potato casserole.
I've
I
never
think
had
that
that
was it.
in my life, and it sounds gross.
Yeah, I'm not eating it. I'm not eating it at all. So, all
Yeesh.
right,
Although
we're
I
gonna
do eat like a
listen.
child.
Come to think of it, I think you're right. We need a recount. So we need a poll.
Yeah, run it back. It's gonna be the same. We won. We
Jesus.
won big.
Oh my God.
You might get tired of winning. No, I
Uh,
would not. Absolutely not. What do you do?
Teresa said Noah would like you would like corn pudding. Yeah, I'm
What do
thinking
you
he
do?
probably
You just take a bowl of corn. You just smash it up
put it in your banana pudding. I guess I don't really know.
with the banana. That's disgusting.
Oh my God. Ronnie said that he don't like getting beer for Thanksgiving, and he don't like that pumpkin pie. So
Thanksgiving is like in the top three drinking holidays for the year.
Adam Lawrence said the beer won it for you. So
It's like Thanksgiving, 4th of July,
Sweet Tea won
and
it
like
for you.
Memorial Day. That's your top three
Jesus,
drinking
man.
holidays right there.
I
Well,
don't
New
listen.
Year's.
I don't like losing, but I mean, you needed a year where you won. At least I get to go first next year. I'll take turkey right off the bat. So
And I'm taking gravy just so your shit's dry.
you'll forget by next year. You won't listen to the podcast. I will. I will go back and listen.
Oh, I'm listening next year and I'm making a list, checking it twice.
Yeah. Listen, I kind of cheated a little bit. I used Chat GPT to make my list for me. So they
See,
gave me it's just a board. They just listed out everything that I should pick. So,
you can't use AI for everything. AI ain't got fat boy sense. All right.
well, I don't know. It was a pretty good list. But, and it knew that you were going to take about half that stuff. So,
You even put in there that it was a draft.
yeah. Oh, I give it. Oh, man, you need to learn how to use AI, but you can, yeah, I put it in there. There's a draft, needed a draft board to tell me how, what to pick
You're
and
talking a
all
little
that
too
good
much
stuff.
to AIs. Coming soon, Langley's gonna get a divorce because Kim done called him falling in love with the damn
Oh, my God.
Chat
Listen,
GPT lady.
listen. They've been trying to get me to watch this movie about this. I guess it's an AI doll. Okay, so that takes over the husband or something. So I mean, you never know. I mean,
What kind of AI doll?
subservience. I
What
think is the
kind of
name of the
movie?
movie.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know.
Where's this movie at? Is it on the hub?
Actually, you need to quit hating on me if you'd prefer ham. I mean, you should have voted for me. Okay,
I don't
so
really like ham, but I do
on
love
the
a
hub.
good piece of ham on a Hawaiian roll. Delicious.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot to take some rolls at all, so we wouldn't get no rolls. I meant to take yeast rolls, and I forgot. So.
Mm-mm-mm.
Robbie Young said he's passed all of his OSHA training with AI. It's the best.
That makes me feel real safe. Where do you work
Yeah.
at? Because I want to avoid there.
Well, he's been working over at Oak Level Raceway, so look
No,
out.
that wasn't safe at the beginning. We knew that.
Plenty of OSHA violations over there, I'm sure.
It's all right. I
Yeah.
cheated on all my CDL tests, so
I mean, that sounds
keep a
about right.
lookout on a highway near you.
You cheat when you race. You know,
Everybody's cheating. Everybody pretends like they don't.
no, man. All them guys you want to make competitive, they're not cheating.
The only one I've heard that's steadfast and never admitted to anything was Austin. He still to this day has been like, I've never cheated in my life.
That's funny.
He's the only one holding strong. Wes, you get him drunk enough, he'll start telling you secrets.
Wes talks too much. I'm just saying.
But the problem is, Wes, when he gets drunk, he's either telling you secrets or try to fight you or me, or he's going to jail.
Yeah.
So you're taking a crapshoot.
Yep. 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 All right. We got like 7 minutes to go. Okay. What else? What have we missed? Have we talked about all the subjects that we
Are we
were
going to
planning
talk
on
about
talking
how
about?
NASCAR is failing and is going to go bankrupt soon because they're going to lose this lawsuit?
Sure. Give us all your intuition on that.
NASCAR is done. DUN done.
We just
These
lost
next,
half of our viewers when you mentioned NASCAR. It just went right in
well,
half.
as the draft is over, they're gone.
Oh, is that what it was? I
Yep.
mean, the numbers are really going down. I mean, you mentioned NASCAR and it's over.
Yep. Well,
I mean,
for
why are they done? Well, tell us why they're done.
the old lawsuit with old 23XI, 2311, whatever.
Yeah.
And who else is it? Front row.
Front row. Yeah.
Yeah, and these text messages, man, they're getting juicy. You know who I feel bad for is old Jeremy Mayfield. Finally,
Let's.
everybody's like, "Oh my God, he wasn't lying."
Can you imagine if they had the text messages from back then?
Yeah, LMO. Let's say he's doing meth.
That's probably exactly how it happened too.
Put it in his safe.
Yeah. Robbie Young says NASCAR's been done for years. So,
Did you see
um,
text messages where they're worried about old Dale?
eh, no, I ain't seen
They
that. I
worried
seen
about.
the SRX ones, and I seen Richard Childress, needing to be flogged. So,
I saw some ones where it's like it's only a matter of time before Junior and friends go to North Wilkesboro and
oh
Bowman.
yeah, I did see that one, which is exactly what happened with Dale Jr. He did
Yep.
go to Wilkesboro, and you know, they were right
Now
about that.
everybody's saying make Junior president of NASCAR. Now I don't know if that's the best idea.
I don't
I
know.
don't know
I
how
mean,
he is as a rule maker, but
uh, I would much rather have him over top of NASCAR than basically how he's over top of late model stock car racing right now because he's not doing very good with that. So,
I'd love to see him revert. Let's revert back to Gen 4 rules.
they got too much money invested. They can't do that.
And who? It's like one company is the one that sells them all. Screw them guys.
Yeah, but all the teams has too much
They got
money
to buy new
invested.
crap anyway all the time.
Brian Nelson said Kenny Wallace has all the answers for NASCAR. I listen to him quite a bit. He does have a lot to say. I don't know if he's got all the answers or not, but he's got a lot to say. That's for
He's
sure.
got most.
Yeah, he does for sure. Well, since Ararat canceled this weekend, I have no idea what I'm doing. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to the beach. Let's sail away.
Y'all,
No,
y'all still y'all still got the beach house down there, or do y'all sell that?
y'all, I don't have a beach.
Well, listen, you're in
Look, I'd
Japan,
love to be put
okay?
on the deed for it, but I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, yes, it's still there.
Yeah, I got you. I remember y'all were selling, or they were selling it. Not y'all. Yeah, you're not selling nothing because you ain't got nothing to sell.
Well,
But
he was supposed to be renting it out. That's been like 2 years in the making. So who
gotcha.
knows?
Are they renting
My-
it out like for somebody to live in, or are they renting it out on like whatever those
Their
what's it called?
darling HOA there doesn't allow short-term rentals, so it'd have to be for someone
Uh,
to live there.
gotcha. The truth is, Dakota Fisher says you're going to carry their bags while the girls are Black Friday shopping.
First off, I will not be participating in the shopping. Last time I was there for Thanksgiving Black Friday, while they went out shopping, I stayed in the house and played Red Dead Redemption 2 all day long.
Robbie Young must be drunk tonight. He said you should do a four. I mean, he needs 4 hours, 4 hour podcast like y'all did for the late model race. It was five, by the way, not four. Whoops, let me get my hand
I
over this
think you
way.
meant four
Um,
people. Oh,
yeah.
4 hours.
Well, he did add four people. He said it's us two and him and Wesley Gibbons. But y'all get your own show. Okay?
I can handle
that's a
that long.
that's not. I'm not talking to either one of you two for that long, for sure.
See,
And Noah was hard enough.
It'll start off friendly and then it goes off rails quickly. I already know.
Listen, no, they're like kissing each other's ass now. Robbie's down there defending, Wes, standing in his door when dude wants to fight or whatever, and Ashley's up there defending Michaela, which makes no sense whatsoever to me in any world. After having been right there when they went to fight when they were pregnant. Uh,
That was
it,
fun.
this world is a weird place right now. Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
that's the fight we never got to saw was Robbie and Wes.
Yeah. Mm,
They were like a couple of, you're lucky they're holding me back. It
yeah.
was always a whole bunch of that.
All right, here you go. Here's a good question for you. Ruben Altus wants to know Franklin County Speedway 2026 update.
The
Question mark.
track will be there. It'll still be on the property.
Yeah.
Langley admitted I think he's going back. They
If I
can't
can
afford to
talk,
put dirt on it right now, so we're good there.
can't afford to put there. Oh God. Yeah. I mean, if I can talk Bo into it, maybe. I don't know. We got a lot of got our hands full between Ararat and Oak Level. He still wants to talk to Fulf again at 311, and so I don't know. I don't want to tell you yes. I don't want to tell you no. I don't know what. I don't know otherwise. So. Robbie Young said, "Well, I didn't want to let him get jumped." And
But
Ashley
in
Young
the
said,
mixed
"Listen,
group,
that man
totally
was just
happy
not."
with jumping.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He would have been okay with that if it was the whole mixed crew over there. Yeah, he had his ass.
I still got a
Yeah.
video of Lauren holding Robbie back after any car race with a fat stogie in his mouth.
I remember that. I remember that. Oh my God. Robbie Young said FCR for dirt. Listen,
FDR was already dirt one time.
it was. It was. And
Finished smart
a
modified.
great stock four race in the dirt. So, you know,
I
still a
guess.
little dirty. I mean, that was the best stock four race at Franklin County all year.
Yeah, but it was only a little bit dirty.
Yeah, well,
You got to do like a light dusting.
you can't give them the whole experience. You know what
You got to crop dust the track.
I mean? All right. Congratulations on your draft day win. Since you lost
Go
big
ahead and
time last year.
post the poll.
Listen, if I post the poll, you're going to lose. I'm just letting you know
Okay,
because
good
I'm
work.
going to rig. I'm going to rig that damn thing.
Yeah,
So
post the poll.
I'll think about it. Robbie over here trying to get me going. He said that's Raceway, not Speedway. By the way, there's only one Raceway around here, and that's Oak Level Raceway, buddy. So just saying. Just saying. All right, Noah. Anything else?
No, not really.
All
Don't
right.
change any recipes. You cook it just like you've been cooking it.
Listen, I look them up on Chat GPT and do whatever they say. So I don't cook
Whatever it
anyway,
is,
so it
don't
don't matter.
change nothing. Don't be adding no like asparagus to your mac and cheese. Don't do that.
All right, I'm going to have Thanksgiving dinner. This is episode 85, the Pit Chatter Podcast, presented by Yoder's Custom Meat Processing.
I thought it was
And
86.
it's 85, and we're out. See ya.